Keshya. Hello people of the internet, my name is Keshya Valerie and I'm back, finally. So if you guys don't know, I kind of took like a month, or was it 2 months, hiatus from uploading any YouTube videos for the sole purpose of clearing my mind from all the toxicity of life. Is that even a word? But yeah, basically I was just trying to recuperate myself, and I think now I'm feeling so much better. I have my notes with me and I'll just be talking about life, but the twist is I'm doing it while painting. So I'm thinking of making this kind of like a segment where I do my art, maybe scrapbooking or painting or sketching or drawing or whatever, and I ramble about stuff. But this time I'll just be giving you guys a little life update, what I've been going through for the past month, why I've been inconsistent in uploading YouTube videos or just social media in general. I'll just be telling you guys about all that jazz as I paint on my canvas. Here, I just bought like a really cheap canvas, it was on sale. Here are my paints. I don't have a palette because I'm cheap, so I just use this plastic film. This to wipe off any excess. And, wait, paint brushes. Just pour it from a distance. Is that ASMR to you guys? Oh, don't let it touch. Ah! Yeah, whatever, I spilled it and screwed up the ASMR. That's great. Okay, so, also I just want to show you a little bit of my OOTD. This look is inspired by the safari tour guide look. I just need a brown bucket hat to complete the entire look. I mean, the only thing that makes it less safari tour guide-y is just this chain. So today we'll be painting the sky, because it's easy. Okay, so let's just get on to it. So what I just like very recently realized is that I've always been talking while I do my art. Like, I'm always rambling to no one, just to myself, you know? It's kind of whack. And then I've recently been watching Conan Gray's videos, the RT videos, the one where he was just talking and giving life advice as he paints, and I'm like, huh, why don't I do that?
I do that.
So yeah, I just thought, why the heck not? Oh, that doesn't look that bad yet. No, I don't want to jinx it. So basically, the central theme of today's ramble slash rant, I guess, is just frustration. Mostly coming from my academic life. Yeah, recently I've just been really struggling in terms of academics. It's been really hard for me. As you guys may or may not have known, I am currently transitioning from a Cambridge curriculum to an IB curriculum. That's how it has always been. That's how my school does it. I don't know where to start. Okay guys, so before I continue, I just want to explain a few differences between IB and Cambridge. Here are the differences. Well, I recommend to pause in order for you guys to be able to read, but some differences I really want to highlight is that the Cambridge curriculum is very structured in terms of its framework. IGCSE is also a little bit heavier in terms of paper-based assignments, but I'm used to that and I'm well acquainted to the demands of the IGCSE curriculum. Meanwhile, with IB, I kind of just know nothing. I came into the school year feeling prepared. I researched about the IB curriculum beforehand and I knew what I was gonna be going through, and I thought I could actually get through it, but I thought wrong apparently. I've just been really struggling ever since. When I was undertaking the Cambridge curriculum, okay, it wasn't sunshine and rainbows, but it was tolerable. I was getting good scores. Not to boast or anything, but I just want to be transparent. So I'm not like the top of the class or anything, but my scores were okay. They were good enough. They weren't bad. So my scores ranged from mostly 80s to 90s. And although I was struggling with certain subjects like math and everything, like my math scores were always the worst, but oh no, PE was the worst. But academically, math was like always the subject I struggled with, but I always managed to pull through somehow. I don't even know why and how that works, but I managed to pull through. Water heating machine just turned on. I'm so sorry. When I was in IB, I thought that I could just, obviously I didn't think it was easy peasy. Like, I knew right off the bat that IB is definitely a very challenging and rigorous curriculum, and I was up for that challenge. I thought I was up for that challenge, and I thought it was just gonna be as hard as the Cambridge curriculum, as hard as IGCSE, but boy, I thought wrong. It was 1,000 times harder than I thought, and it was just crazy. The workload, the assignments, the way you have to structure your essay, it's crazy, and it's not something I'm used to. A lot of people say to me that, oh, it's fine, Keshya, it's just your first term, it's just you getting adjusted, but I was in a point where I was just really, really stressed and really sad all the time. I don't really show it, but yeah, I was just really frustrated and sad mostly. I really don't want to seem like I'm ungrateful, but I just feel like a disappointment, frankly. I'm so used to do good at school, and all my life I kind of just knew my life was just messy, and I've accepted that. Academics was just always one variable that I knew I had under control, and that was the only thing that kind of stopped me from going crazy, I guess, with puberty and all these things, just figuring out myself as a person. With IB, I just felt so confused and disoriented, because again, the aspect of my life that I thought I had under control is no longer under control, and it just went downhill from there. So in IB, I just felt like I didn't know who I was anymore. Outside of my academic world, the only thing keeping me sane is my friends, honestly. If I didn't have them, I don't know where I'd be. But yeah, basically that's what's been going on in my life. There are obviously more problems on top of that, but that's like the elephant in the room. That problem is just one problem I really, really wanted to address, and I'm glad that I could get it off my chest now, so big relief. Okay, you guys, it looks kind of bad. Like, it's very streaky. Is that supposed to be like that? Is it the canvas, or just I'm doing a really bad job in painting? Obviously, I'm gonna paint the sides because these are like really messy. Look, it's like really, really messy. But it's a very eye-opening experience. It's crazy, but I can safely say that I am very, very lucky to be studying in IB, because not a lot of people have that privilege. And even though IB brings me so much stress and so much pain and so much sadness, I hope that I can develop into a more well-rounded person with this curriculum, and that I'm just gonna be the best version of myself, hopefully. IB is just keeping me super, super busy, which shouldn't be an excuse, but if you're in IB, you'll know how it feels. Like, if you can't manage your time, which is something I'm still struggling to do, you're kind of just screwed. But among other things, I'm still trying to be positive about it. Obviously, there are going to be some times where I'm going to cry my heart out, and that is very valid. All feelings are valid, but I'm not going to remain in that negative mindset of thinking, screw IB, I just want to graduate or something like that. I mean, I do feel like that sometimes, but at the end of the day, IB is meant for you to grow, and I don't want to sit around being mediocre, you know? Again, like, being mediocre kind of also relates to something I really want to address as well today, which is being complacent. I feel that the fact that I have quite a following on social media has made me quite complacent in terms of developing my skills and talents. So I kind of just sit in the same spot, you know? I don't really want to experiment doing things out of my comfort zone, but look at me today. This is an attempt for me to grow. I'm not completely blaming it on the fact that I'm an influencer, but I feel like my mindset towards that fact has kind of led me to, you know, being complacent. And that's not exactly a good thing to think, if you know what I mean. When I say that I'm being complacent, I don't mean that I'm satisfied with everything and like, oh, I'll just not do anything because I'm like perfect. Absolutely not. I think I'm still very, very flawed and I have a lot to work on, definitely. But I feel like just complacence is really unhealthy because I feel like I'm mediocre, but I don't want to step up my game. So I just feel really safe in that mediocre space. And I just tend to stay in that little bubble instead of expanding out to new horizons and develop my artistic talents or maybe develop my academics. So I've just been sitting there in a whole bubble. It's like being in the third person perspective. You're just seeing the world as a spectator, and I've not felt like I'm truly living. I'm just sitting there existing, if you know. Does that even make sense? Like, I'm not trying to be like deep or like poetic here, but that's just really what I've been feeling. Okay, so this is my stress level. At first, I'm just like really stressed, really bummed, just at my lowest point, and then the stress continually decreases, but that's not because of my coping mechanisms. It's just because I choose not to be stressed by just sitting around, not doing anything, and then my stress just, it's here. It's still kind of high, but it's always there, but I've never tackled on that head on, if you know what I mean. So I'm just letting it sit there and I'm just not doing anything. And I just came to that realization yesterday, actually. Because I'm so frustrated and so fixated on what I want to be and what I want to manifest in my life, like I'm not actually doing anything. I'm just stuck in that bubble. I just feel so creatively frustrated. Is it creative frustration or is it like a burnout? I think it's a burnout. Just feel so exhausted all the time, and even right now I'm actually sick. I don't actually look like it, but I'm actually really sick. And I've been diagnosed with typhus the other day, and I was just told to sleep and just rest, and I've been a homebody for God knows how long. I think it's been like 2 weeks or like a week, I'm not sure. But I decided to do something productive for a change because I want to change myself and I want to be the person I want to be. Instead of just sitting around that bubble, I chose to pop that bubble and at least try to do something I haven't done before. Even if this painting's gonna turn out shitty, we don't know. Why does it look so bad in camera? I'll try to paint another layer onto it real quick. That's too pastel! That's what I'm trying to do. This brings us to our third topic, which is growing out of old habits. I feel like with, puberty and, growing up and adulting, I don't know, you tend to just grow out of things you used to really like doing as a child or earlier in life. So one example is singing. You guys have been asking for a cover from me, but I recently just have no interest or motivation to do that whatsoever. It's not because I hate singing. There's nothing that kind of just made me like, oh, screw it, I don't want to sing anymore, I felt like that at some point, but it's not because of anything particular. But I've been kind of analyzing as to why I feel this way, and I find that, I'm just gonna mix the pink a little bit. It's too much of a drastic transition. It's too drastic from purple to pink. Okay, so I've always felt like I wasn't good enough, but I had no motivation to fix that, I just didn't want to, simply because I had no interest in doing so. To fix my singing, and to improve my singing abilities. Again, it's probably just me sitting in that bubble, but I think I've been sitting in that bubble for too long, and I'm too comfortable with the fact that I'm not singing. But when I actually do sing, it doesn't bring me as much joy as it used to back when I was a child. Oh, noise. But it's not in a way that oh my god, I hate myself. Why can't I sing? There was a point that I felt like that, but it wasn't anything major. It didn't make me that sad. It's not completely giving up singing, it's just growing out of that passion for singing or music even. I haven't picked up my guitar for so long and I don't feel like it. I don't know. I tried holding a guitar and it didn't bring me as much joy and love as it did back then. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. That's why, I don't want to do something that I don't love. that wouldn't be authentic, that wouldn't be art, that couldn't possibly be presentable, at least for me. I'm sorry that I am unable to fulfill your requests, but that's just how it is. I'm just gonna be honest, so that is what I've been feeling. Hey guys, it's Keshya, and I'm editing right now, but I just wanted to add a few things. Just to clarify, I am not completely giving up on music or singing or any of that. Maybe throughout the years, I've just lost touch of my passion or love for music. Therefore, I'm just taking a break from making covers or playing instruments or anything like that, because I just don't want to publish something that I'm not satisfied with or something that I don't really actually want to do. So I will try to make covers, but only if I feel like it, only if I am 100% satisfied with it. There's no point in sharing a creation or an art when you're not happy with it, right? So you can't make people happy when you're not happy with your own creation. In conclusion, because I simply just lost touch with my love for music, it is not impossible to rekindle my passion for music again. So maybe it just takes time for me. Maybe I'm just burnt out. Maybe I'm just overwhelmed by a lot of things. It can be a lot of factors, you guys, and music, especially singing, is such a big part of me. But I feel like because it's such a big part of me, I don't know who I am outside of singing. So I feel like I just want to develop my other abilities, maybe discover new hobbies or stuff like that. It's a part of figuring out who I really am. So maybe it just takes time. But for now, I think I'm just gonna try a lot of different things and see what works best for me. So yeah, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the video, I guess. Wow, you can really hear everything from up here. Okay, so basically what's keeping me still from doing YouTube is honestly, I love doing these videos. Like, the whole process is so interesting to me. Where's my yellow paint? Why is this patchy? Why is it patchy there? I really like making YouTube videos, and I really enjoy the process of making a script, making video ideas. I've been doing this for about, I don't know, 2-3 years, I'm not really sure. Not consistently though, because busy, but I really want to do this long term. This is really interesting, and I love you guys. I love seeing your comments. Your comments brighten my day, especially when you say that I brighten your day. It's just like, aw, it's cute, and I really like that. So again, going back to my topic of growing out of, your old habits, your old passions, it's very valid, and I'm sorry that I'm feeling this way, because like I know a lot of you guys really like my singing and everything, but it's just not something I really want to do right now. So I hope you can really understand. That doesn't look as bad, right? I don't know. But then I have to let it dry. Or maybe I can just use my, oh no, it's tangled. Painting update. It looks horrible. If you can see, there's like I don't know if you can see, but there's like a little patch right here. I don't know why. I think I put the paint there, and then like it sat for too long, and then it's just streaky. I don't know. I kind of covered everything I wanted to say already, but then I kind of just realized that I've just been talking and complaining about everything. I really don't want to leave. I just wanted to conclude the video in a more positive note. So, I just realized I didn't have any references for this, which is probably why my drawing sucks. What if nope, don't even think about it. Okay, I thought painting clouds would be relaxing, but guess not. I'm just frustrated. Why does it look so ugly? I don't get it. Also, this is supposed to be a flat brush, but it's not doing its job. It's not even flat right now. Ugh, what are you? I butchered it! Okay, never mind. I forgot that I'm supposed to say something. So, in the brighter side of things, at least I'm slightly happier. I've got a solid group of friends now that really like we support each other no matter what. Individually, we're like so different from each other, and that's like really weird to me, but that's like really cool too, because despite our differences, we just managed to support each other unconditionally, and that is cool. Okay, these ones look okay. Like, these ones are good. Bob Ross is screaming. She's just gonna be like, Keshya, what did you do? That's not it, love. Okay, guys, I think that's it. I didn't want to address too much for today. There's no way I'm still gonna be talking as I do this painting because I am stressed right now. I don't know how to fix these clouds. They look absolutely disgusting. But if I do manage to fix it, I will tell you the results. But if I don't, I won't. Hey, so voiceover Keshya's back, and here I have completed my painting. I don't know if those are stars or sparkles, but they're definitely too big. But look, I did something with the edges. I saw someone do it in Instagram, and I decided to try it out, and I really like how it looked. So that's it from me now. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully you understand why I haven't been uploading consistently. Feel free to comment in the comment section below. I will make sure to read it. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I hope you have a good day.